Alright, good morning ladies and gentlemen, or good afternoon depending on when you're watching this. What we're going to work on today is we're going to work on multiplying two-digit numbers together using the distributive property. Now I know the distributive property should be familiar to you because it's a property we've been using quite often with multiplication. Remember when we do the distributive property, we're breaking a number apart to make it smaller and make it easier for us. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's start out first off by thinking which of these numbers would be easier to break apart, 42 or 28. In my opinion, I think we should look at the smaller numbers. So we're going to look at 28 right now. Now what I want to do is I want to break 28 up into a multiple of 10 and another number. Well, what I can do is I can tell myself that if I take 28 and make it into 20 plus 8, that's a multiple of 10 and another number, because 20 plus 8 equals 28. So now I'm simply going to say 42 times 20 plus 8. I'm going to go ahead and put my parentheses right there. So now what I've done is I've just rewritten this problem. It's no longer 42 times 28, it's 42 times 20 plus 8. It's the same thing. So now what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to think to myself, okay, I'm going to need to multiply 42 times 20 and 42 times 8. And those are two things that we can do. So I'm going to go ahead and rewrite my problem down here like this. I'm going to say 42 times 20. There's my 42. There's my 20 right there. And I'm also going to go ahead and say 42 times 8. Here's my 42. And there's my 8. I'm multiplying those two numbers together. And I'm going to go ahead and put little parentheses around here to kind of separate them, because I want to make sure I do those first. I'm going to go ahead and put a little plus sign right there. So now what I can do is I can go ahead and solve 42 times 20 and 42 times 8. Well, I know that 42 times 20 equals 840. And I know that 42 times 8 equals 336. So now the last thing I have to do is I have to go ahead and figure out what these two numbers are added together. So I have my 6, 7, 11, 1,176. Now, what I'm going to let you do today, and just for today, well actually when we do these distributive property, I'm going to go ahead and let you use a calculator to check your work. That doesn't mean that you're just allowed to put in a number, put this number in right there, these numbers in right there, find the answer, and then say, there's my work. No, you actually have to show me this work right there. So that's what we're going to be focusing on today. All right, I'll talk to you later.